Somewhere right now, a person with no business degree, no office, and no startup capital is generating consistent monthly income using tools that cost less than a dinner out. Not because they found a loophole, not because they got lucky, because they understood something the rest of the market had not yet figured out, and they moved before the window closed. By the end of this, you will understand exactly which three AI-powered income streams are still operating in that early window. The space before saturation, before competition floods in and squeezes out the margin. And the third one on this list involves a skill so ordinary that most people discard it without a second thought. Stay with that. Let's start with the evidence. The freelance economy crossed a threshold recently that most people did not notice. According to Upwork's Freelance Forward research, tens of millions of Americans now perform some form of freelance work, a share of the workforce that has grown consistently year over year, representing one of the most significant structural shifts in how Americans earn income. That is not a fringe statistic. That is a structural shift. And inside that shift, a specific category of service is growing faster than the platforms can track. AI-assisted content and automation services, where a single operator can fulfill work at a volume that would have required a full team just 3 years ago. The first hustle lives here. AI-assisted copywriting and content production. The entry cost is a subscription to a language model. Tools like Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini, which run between $20 and $30 per month. The service itself is writing, emails, product descriptions, ad copy, blog content. Businesses need it constantly, and many still have no internal capacity to produce it at scale. What changed is the leverage. A skilled operator using AI assistance can produce in 1 hour what previously took an entire afternoon. The arbitrage is not the AI itself. The AI is everywhere now. The arbitrage is the operator who knows how to direct it, refine the output, and deliver a polished product the client cannot distinguish from a seasoned professional. That skill is learnable. The barrier is not money. It is the willingness to practice until the output is indistinguishable. But here's where it gets interesting. The second hustle is less obvious. It sits inside a platform most people associate with side income, but few have explored at its depth: Etsy and similar digital marketplaces. AI image generation tools, specifically Midjourney and Adobe Firefly, have made it possible to produce print-on-demand designs, digital planners, and downloadable art at a scale and quality that previously required a graphic designer on retainer. The startup cost is the image generation subscription, typically $10 to $30 per month, and a print-on-demand integration that costs nothing up front, with fees deducted only from sales. The model is pure margin once a product is listed. It sells while the creator sleeps. Etsy sellers in the digital download category have publicly shared, across seller communities and in coverage of the passive income space, accounts of stores generating meaningful monthly revenue from catalogs built over 6 to 12 months of consistent uploading. These outcomes vary widely depending on niche selection, listing volume, and product quality, and should be understood as illustrative of what the model can produce rather than a guaranteed result. The compounding effect is real. Each listing is a permanent digital asset. Remember what I said at the start about the third one involving a skill so ordinary that most people dismiss it? Here it is. Transcription and AI-assisted audio editing services. The human ear is still, in documented testing, more accurate than automated transcription in environments with background noise, multiple speakers, or heavy accents. Tools like Descript and Otter AI have made the editing process faster, dramatically faster, but the quality check still requires a human pass. Podcasters, researchers, legal professionals, journalists, and educators all need transcription. Many are willing to pay per audio hour rather than maintain a salaried employee. Platforms like Rev and Scribie still list this as an open category for contractors. The AI handles the bulk lift, the human handles the precision pass. The combination produces a product that AI alone cannot yet reliably guarantee, and clients know it. 3 income streams. 3 subscriptions totaling less than $90 per month in combined tools. 3 markets where demand is documented, verifiable, and currently outpacing supply of skilled operators. The question that opened this was simple. How does someone with no capital generate consistent income using tools that cost almost nothing? The answer was never about the tools. The tools are available to everyone. It has always been about who moves early enough to build the reputation, the portfolio, and the repeat client base before the market catches up. The window is not closed, but windows do not stay open forever. The only question worth sitting with is this: at what point does the cost of waiting exceed the cost of starting?